Welcome in. Happy Memorial Day, everybody. Hopefully, you guys had a great weekend, stayed safe. Hopefully, you get to spend time with some friends and family today. If you served in the military or you are currently, active military, all that stuff, thank you so much. Obviously, that's what this day is about, remembering those that gave us the opportunity to live in the land of the free. We appreciate you. Thank you so much. I'm coming off a good Sunday in terms of the betting card, and I love Memorial Day. I love day baseball. We have had a lot of success on Memorial Day, very similar to Thanksgiving Day football. For some reason, on these holidays, we've strung together, year-long stretches of success. So I'm looking to continue that today. This will be a shorter video because the games start early, and I just want to give out my favorite bet and then get out of here. My full card is posted in the Discord. If you want access to that, if you want access to these tools that I use on the videos every single day, you can go to betkarma.com/pricing to sign up. We have MLB, NHL, NBA, WNBA, which will be going on all throughout the summer, along with baseball, and that will carry us right into NFL season. I have a Cincinnati Reds hat on today, and I will tell you that I did that for a reason because my favorite bet for Memorial Day, Cincinnati Reds on the money line. You can see that the trends support that. They are public on the money line, but there's still a bigger handle than bet percentage on the spread, which I don't really bet -1.5s for baseball ever, but huge gap there between bet percentage and handle percentage. A lot of money coming in on this over as well, which I can understand. Hot weather in Cincinnati, small ballpark, and a pitcher that we like to target on the mound in Lance Lynn. So I can understand this money coming in on the over here. If I switch over to the money line predictor, you will also see Cincinnati number 2 on the money line predictor today. We have them at an almost 70% chance to win this game. Vegas has them at 57%, pretty wide gap. This is why I like the Reds today. First and foremost, I would be on the Reds regardless of the weather, regardless of what the tools said. I was going to be on the Reds anyways because it fits something that I like to bet against, and that is a team that plays on Sunday Night Baseball and then is traveling to play on Monday. I like to target that. The team is typically, baseball players are creatures of habit, so that kind of gets them out of their habit, and you can take advantage of that in the betting space. St. Louis last night also had to deal with a very lengthy rain delay. So that game last night, Cards and Cubs, Sunday Night Baseball, did not end until very late in the night because there was a lengthy rain delay. After that game finishes, then they have to travel to Cincinnati in the middle of the night and then play a day game. This game's at 4 Eastern, so they don't even get that extra few hours as if the game started at 7. It starts at 4. So very, very good spot for the Reds to take advantage of that here. On top of that, the Reds clearly win the pitching matchup here. Nick Lodolo going against Lance Lynn. We've talked about Lance Lynn on the streams and videos in the past, DFS. Like Lance Lynn is what he is. He's capable of good starts. He's capable of coming out and getting you 12 strikeouts, or he's capable of going out and giving up 7, 8 earned runs. There's really no in between. You're going to get good Lance Lynn or you're going to get bad Lance Lynn. This year, his numbers are a little bit better than last year, but the strikeouts are on a steady decline. If you look at 2021, he was striking out 28% of batters, 2022, 25%, 2023, 24%. And then this year he's down to 21%. The walks are up to 9% this year. His ERA is down from that 5.73 last year, but the expected is, over 4 runs. So really, he hasn't been very good. It's kind of been the Lance Lynn that, we are accustomed to. If we look at his pitch mix, he's going to throw a lot of fastballs. He always has. And, guys can sit on that. This year he's throwing his cutter as his second most used pitch at 28%. So the fastball he's throwing 40% of the time, cutter he's throwing 28% of the time. If we look at the numbers between those pitches, The cutter has not been very good. He's given up a 280 batting average with it compared to a 222 for the fastball. But the fastball's given up a 222 batting average, 250 expected. So he's got a little bit lucky with it. And he's giving up a 47% hard hit rate with that fastball. So, that's something that would be worrisome for me with him pitching in, hot weather, smaller ballpark in Cincinnati. I want to see. I didn't even think about this, but just out of curiosity, I'm gonna pull up and see like what his numbers are career-wise in Great American Ballpark if we have any sort of sample size on that. So let me pull that up quickly and see what we get because I think it's a great spot for the Reds in general, like I said. But it's kind of like all the stars are aligning here with all this. So let's go pitching splits for his career, and then let's find ballpark Great American. And let's see. Okay. Uh Here we go. Ballparks, Cincinnati. He's giving up a 250 batting average, it looks like. 11 home runs. Yeah, not crazy bad, but not good either. White Sox, for some reason, he's been decent. And I'm trying to look. This is actually funny to look at, like some of the ballparks where he's just been terrible. But yeah, nothing really to take from that. But I think this is a great spot for Cincinnati because of the matchup, because of the delayed travel for the Cardinals. That's really, like I said, I was going to be on the Reds regardless of anything, just because the Cardinals didn't get done playing until super late, and then they have to travel, and then they have to play a day game. So it's a great spot for Cincinnati. I think they win the pitching matchup. And I love the Reds today. The Tools love the Reds today. Give me the Reds money line as my favorite play of the day. I'm also going to be looking at some props here. I think we can look at Ellie De La Cruz potentially to go over his total bases of 1.5. I think you could sprinkle on an Ellie De La Cruz home run. I think you could do hit parlays in this game, same game parlays. This is a good game, especially with that total. And I think you could, if you want to parlay Ellie with someone else in another game to get a hit, I think you could do that too. But we know that Ellie De La Cruz is a great fastball hitter, so he matches up well against Lance Lynn. And, he's played pretty well over the weekend. Lance Lynn has struggled against left-handed hitters this season in specific, and we know that Ellie is significantly better against right-handed pitching than left-handed pitching. This season, Lance Lynn giving up a 306 WOBA and 141 ISO to righties. Switch that over to lefties, he jumps up to a 332 and 167. So sizable difference there between right-handed and left-handed hitters. Ellie bats better against righties, hits fastballs very well. He has one of the highest WOBAs on the team against fastballs, 358, and a 54.5% hard hit rate is one of the highest rates on the Reds as well. So good spot for Ellie, good spot for the Reds, and that's my favorite bet today. If you guys are curious for other spots I like I said, you can hop in the Discord. Off the top of my head, one thing that stuck out to me was the potential over in this Red Sox Orioles game. So I think this could be a good game for some same game parlays as well. Um, there is the under is actually the public side here. There's some rain concerns. So I would probably wait until closer to 1 Eastern to see what the rain's doing before I bet this. But this is some of the best hitting weather I have seen all season in this Reds game. The temperature is 83 degrees. There's 13-mile-an-hour winds blowing out to left field, and there's a 70 dew point. 70 dew point is a big indicator that the ball should be flying on top of that weather and the wind blowing out. So, the rain is a concern because the rain could potentially cool it off the weather-wise as well. So wait till closer to 1. Check on that rain. If the rain's not coming until the middle of the game, maybe you could look at a first 5 innings over or something like that. But that was one thing that stuck out to me, but I'm going to wait and see on the weather there. Overall, if you tuned into the video, thank you. Be sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel so you know when I go live and when I post these videos every single day. Enjoy your holiday, stay safe, and I'll see everybody on Tuesday.